Welcome back, researchers. My name is Fatima. I'm a research delivery GP working as a principal investigator delivering multiple clinical trials in GP practices. This video is a basic explanation of how clinical trials work in a GP practice setting. So if you don't know what clinical trials are experimental drugs or studies that the sponsor brings to test on the patients to check the effectivity and safety for a particular condition. So in clinical trials, these are the three elements which are generally involved. So the drug or the intervention in question is brought to us by a sponsor, and sponsor could be someone who is a pharmaceutical company, a drug development company, a university, or it could be a researcher who has created a product and they need the patient to test that treatment on. Now, where does GP practice come into play with all of that is the GP practice acts as a site for the sponsor to link the patient with the sponsor. So you can see that GP practices have got multiple patients registered with various different conditions, and the sponsor here is looking for a particular condition, for example, a diabetic patient with CKD or a patient with high BMI, and they want to test their treatment on those patients. Obviously, there is a lot of questions about the safety of the drug being tested. What are the benefits to the patient? What are the benefits to the sites who are involved, such as GP practices? Do we get any reimbursement for the work done? And how does that flow? So I will be covering all of that information in my future videos, but for now, this diagram simply explains how the clinical trials flow. So you need the sponsor who brings the intervention, and you need the patient who will then inform the sponsor and the site about whether that treatment is effective, safe, and whether they develop any side effects or problems with that treatment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to get in touch. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.